I don't even want to think about how they would mess it up because I think both are the best from their respective regions, Vietnam and Thailand, and I'd love to have them at PGC, and they'll be great representations for APAC. Let's head to Erangel, though, for the first time today for day 2. Match 9, our first time going over to the greener pastures.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're both good, solid representatives, and I'd be happy to see them there as well. 100% full confidence on my behalf as well for both of those two teams going in. I will just say that. Not 70 or 80%. Consistency being key within tournaments, but consistency being key over the course of the year as well can be a big difference maker when we're talking about qualification through to the biggest tournament on the PUBG calendar.
I should mention, there is probably a world in which second, maybe even third, could technically do it, but then you're looking at some different equations.
This is bad.
Nan's going to find a kill onto Mirage after Mad Dog already got the elimination onto Insight. So a quick double there onto Team Bliss. Esports lads. And it means Team Bliss down to just one player. It is not a tournament that is clicking for them at all. And Haisaki goes down to Leo. Big kill for SGD. Big kill onto our lobby leaders.
Indeed, but the Expendables, they might be about to lose a member here or there. 777 already down. Ninja, he goes out. He decides he doesn't want to be there. He goes back in. Levi's down as well. It's shotgun action in Yasnaya. And Shen with a nice spray down onto Teddy is going to pick up another one for SGD.
The Expendables.
Yeah, they have just been left for dead. They're toast.
Well, so much for Duckus and Monty on my fantasy league team. Just both instantly gone within 10 minutes of this game. And more to come. Such is the nature of Erangel, especially with a circle shift such as this.
So they'll end up okay for the moment. Belmoth caught off guard by Nan. And again, that was kind of what I was talking about for day trade. It's always such a difficult rotation around this area of the map. When you're coming in last, like when you're coming in as one of the last teams, there's always someone set up somewhere, and you can't spot everything. There's so much tree cover on this hill that you go around the wrong corner at the wrong time, and you just lose a player, and it's like, well, what could we do?
16 minutes gone. Nan with a beautiful spray onto Nurans. Headshot and down, out for the count. Day trade down to 2. And their little run in chasing down Cerberus is just hitting a speed bump at the moment here on Erangel. It's why we discussed the difference between the two maps, Jordan. It's been a struggle.
This will get nasty
on Erangel for day trade. Certainly was going to. Never quite know what you're going to get from those nades. KMF1 that close now to Diane. Big shots. Was getting traded by Van, but KMF actually stays alive. Flash goes down. Puchil's lost one of life now for day trade. In a largely uneventful match from them on Erangel. It's been largely uneventful for them on this map so far in PCS7.
A move. PMA and NGE, this fight that is about to ensue becomes ever more important because this compound, this little set of buildings and that little defilade are inside of the zone. So if you can take control of this area of the map, that's going to be big. Drive-by attempt from PMA, it works out. KMF has got one. In the meanwhile, Archangel Predator donezo, but it's a mess on the kill feed. Teraton 5 getting into a fight as well with Origami Orangutans, and that is, well, it started well. It's going well. Ranger X does drop, but so too do the rest of the Origami Orangutans, and in the end, Teraton 5 will lock down their position. They have to deal with a breach from SGD. They sense their opportunity. They find their moment. Patton Pong's got 2. He gets 3.
Yeah,
SGD clean. Have been 1v3. 1v4 almost.
SGD made the right play. There was nothing else that they can do. They were leaving Asnaya. They saw the fighting happening. It just so happens that the orangutans went down so quickly. Therefore, Teraton 5 were able to sort of turn their direction.
Here comes another one.
Where they were going to be heading in towards where SGD were making their way. And yeah, obviously from the future now pushing in from behind them too. Another team pushing out of Yasnaya. Nate goes out. It's perfect. It lands onto Delta Mix. Reseda Jr. with that one. Another one goes out looking for more. He does land it onto Man, but doesn't get the down. One more. It might be the one as well. He He throws that one way too high, and he cooked it way too long. The Molotov also goes well over, and Man might be able to get this revive confirmed onto Delta Mix, but Teraton 5, he's got 3 more. He's picked up some more as well. Nades aplenty. Blocking that one, those The Rock. He's got 2 more. How's this one?
Oh, that looks good.
Yes, it is. He got the re-down, the re-knock. Man comes back. No, Man just grabs the vehicle and says, I've had enough. I'm out of here. See you later, Delta Mix.
Dude, this is an artillery barrage like you've never seen before. How many grenades do they have to live through? Rossiter Jr., though, he's stuck around a bit too long. Y8 moves out the car 98. And, well, Rossiter Jr. eventually does get his man, but it remains to be seen whether or not he will survive. Smokes do have to go across. Looks like they have gone deep enough to keep Rossiter Jr. safe, but they're at on 5. Can they afford the res right now?
For Icarus, and they've been forced back. They had that warehouse compound for so long, and here comes Zest now, leading the way with that nade. Job Jab actually went down really early, so that's the frontline goal for MS Thornberry. Then they lose Skeet at the back. It's falling apart for them.
Yeah, this is the problem I was talking about. They had way too many angles to cover, and if they even lose one of those angles, and it starts to feel like the pressure encroaches and becomes a little bit too much, that's kind of what's occurred, and Jarman lucky that there's a launching platform for the grenades that send them a bit too far, but he's cooked.
Yeah.
He is cooked. There's so many players looking in his direction that I'd be very surprised if he's able to survive. Pops his head up for a second. Zest nearly takes it off. Throws a grenade through as well.
And they do technically get 2 of the bleed-out kills as well for that for MS Thornberry. So, you know, 6 kills, top 5. Actually a pretty decent game in the end, but yeah, obviously that nade finally landing, and they will obviously flush him. So more kills going the way for Genius Esports. 9 now, in fact. It's 10 actually for Deraton 5. So our middle portion of the leaderboard really coming to the fore right here in this match. But Buriram United, Jordan, they're just creeping up. You can see on the map feed here, they've now got full central control of this circle. Rather unsighted this game outside of a couple of kills and a couple of moments. They now creep up to the best position. Genius Esports only have the 3 players and kind of hemmed in now on the north side. They do have the high ground, but they can't really move away from this position. Buriram have kind of trapped them.
Oh, Simon, this first fight is going to be so important. He's found the timing, but he missed. He whiffed. Nordra pops up and gets another as well. That is huge stuff from Nordra, who, back in the day, he was the star player of PCS Apac. You're starting to see a little bit of that. Buriram, they wipe the floor with GE, and they go charging into 3rd place. That was clean as a whistle from Nordra.
Charging is probably the right way to say it. 9th to 3rd for Buriram in that game. A little quiet to start with, but really found the pace in the middle portion of that game. Really controlled the eastern side. We didn't see all that much of it. I think largely where we were kind of watching was a more bit towards the west, a little bit more towards the north. Buriram just got the job done where they needed to and capitalized in the